What up, everybody? Welcome to Kraken Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
Thank y'all for joining us today. And today we got another Sideshow Collectibles release we want to review. This is an oldie but goodie for me.
Yeah, it's definitely an oldie, but you know it's still cool to look at.
Yes, it is. And today we got Slattern, the
first Category 5 kaiju from Pacific Rim.
Yes.
The first ever occurrence of one.
Yep. And I don't know if for anybody who hasn't seen Pacific Rim, please go check that out. It's an awesome movie.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
We haven't seen the second one.
No, we have not. So I can't really judge that yet. But if you haven't seen the first one, go look at that, man. It's actually some really good special effects, really good creatures.
Just really good movie in general.
Yes.
It's fun to watch, and the music's stuck in your head.
Yes. That's my favorite part about actually the movie, the music, man. That's the
music, yeah, it really pumps you up for
it. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, I love that music. But this movie was actually directed by one of our favorite directors of all time, Guillermo del Toro. But this is actually a really good statue. This is one of my favorite ones, especially out of the Pacific Rim statues that they released. Knifehead is my top one. That's my favorite one out of all of them. But I think this one will be my second one.
Do you think so?
Yes. As far as reason why I say the second one, the ones I got as far as Gypsy Danger, as you'll see from a previous review, the paint application turned me off of that one. I think it's a good statue in itself. You know, if they had done the paint application well.
Now, in what order did you get them?
I got Knifehead first.
Oh, you got Knifehead first.
Yeah, I got Knifehead first, then Gypsy Danger, then Striker, then Slattern.
Now, did Slattern come out last, or was he?
Slattern actually did. I think Striker came out last.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think Striker came out last. I got them after they came out, after they sold out, and I got them on eBay. So I think Slattern may have been the last one, but Striker may have been the last one, but I'm not sure. Slattern may have been the last one.
Well, either way, Slaughter's still a pretty awesome character.
Yes.
You know, in the movie, you know, he takes an atomic blast.
Yes.
He really does.
And still
it's still fighting easily. Like it phases him a bit, but
right.
I guess it was more like a, all right, now I'm ready to really fuck up some shit.
Right. But this is actually a really well done statue as far as detail and paint application.
The pose is
it's amazing.
Awesome.
Like the pose is really good. Like I'm impressed at how Sideshow was able to really show its size and the tail and winding nature of the statue. They did a really good job showing that.
I think the pose also really helps with letting you know that it's underwater.
Yes, I think so too. Yeah.
But I mean, we do have this cool little thing. If you don't catch the pose, we do have this cool thing right here, the sunken ship.
Yes.
That shows that it's underwater.
And I think the rock formation and everything too. I think that gives the illusion
right by the rift.
And I think too, like you said, the thing about the pose is it's fluid. Like it's like he's going in motion. And I think they did an excellent job portraying motion in this statue, as far as the way it's like he's sliding up,
serpent, like a serpent.
Yeah, yes, like a serpent. Especially back here with the tentacles, it's really like it portrays motion really well in this statue.
Yeah, it's almost like looking at hair underwater.
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, actually, I agree. The paint application was immaculate on this. There was nothing wrong with this. I really love the pose and just the detail that they put into this one. You can see the bones jutting out the back of his back right here.
Yeah.
Right here, these two little spots right here.
I think they're more like spurs, aren't they?
We'll say spurs. Yeah, I can agree with that. His claws on his feet and hands. You know, I mean, honestly, this is a really well done statue.
And the skin texture too is pretty on the dot.
Right.
I mean, you can see a little few things like,
and it looks reptilian.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the things. It looks reptilian.
That's what I was about to say. I was going to ask you what you thought it looked like.
Yeah.
And it would look more like a dinosaur.
You think so? I think more dinosaurs were reptilian. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's what it really looks like for me.
And I'm amazed that this one wasn't as popular as it was when it came out, because man, this is an amazing one.
I think maybe it's because Slaughter was only in the movie for such a short period of time.
It's like 5 minutes and all, that's it.
And I mean the same way with Knifehead, but Knifehead was right there at the beginning when you first started to really
sets the tone
see
for the
it.
movie.
Yeah. And Slaughter was, he was the first Category 5 kaiju, and they really didn't give you a good look at him.
Well, I think they did.
They gave you
not as detailed as this.
Yeah, they gave you a good look at his face,
right?
But they didn't really give you a good look at everything else.
Well, no, but like if you think about his tentacles, it actually doesn't. Honestly, this I don't think is as movie accurate as I would like it to be. The reason why is because if you look at the movie with his tentacles. Remember, he whirls him around and knocks Striker Eureka back.
Oh.
Yeah, and so then that is long, and I think he had maybe about 2 more, but I think it was 4. But then that is long as they were in the movie because he twisted them around and knocked Striker Eureka back with him.
Right, but I think for the statue's purpose, I think it does well with it.
Yeah, I agree.
For them being smaller.
And of course, the main thing,
it lights up.
It lights up. His face lights up. The eyes, because that's actually one of the complaints I have with the knife head is that the eyes didn't actually light up.
But the mouth did.
Yeah, the mouth did, and the base did.
Right.
With the water and everything. Yeah, the base did. So I think that I do appreciate them doing the mouth and the eyes. Like so it's
no. There's really not anything else to light up.
And it's really not. Like even in the movie, it's really not much else to light up in the movie.
Yeah, I mean they could have done some other things with the base, like show him like coming out of the rift.
Oh,
that would
awesome.
That would have been cool, but I still don't think it would have been as good if they would. I don't think it would be as good.
I don't think so either because you wouldn't be able to see his entire body when he's coming out the rift.
Yeah.
But that's still a really good idea as far as showing that. That would have been, I think that would have been amazing. Showing the detail in the rift and him coming out of it, I think that would have been amazing.
I think that really announced his presence though, because they were like, "Oh, we got a triple occurrence in the movie," and they're like, "It's a Category 5,
first ever."
And he's so much bigger than the Jaeger.
He is like it's not even close. Now I will say this: as much as I love this statue, this is an awesome statue. Everybody, this is amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you. The 2 I actually would have preferred to see. Actually, I would have kept this one. I would have done away with Striker. I would have actually preferred to see the Gorilla one, or
you mean Leatherback?
Yeah, Leatherback. Thank you, Leatherback, or Crimson Typhoon. That's actually my favorite Jaeger. Like
really?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the three-handed one with the blades and everything.
I don't know.
Well, I'll say.
I agree. I see how you like it, but
I think it would have made a better statue than Striker or even Gypsy Danger. I think it would have made a better statue,
especially if the blade spun.
Yes, even if they didn't spin, as long as they made the metal and really like showed the what was it? The thundercloud formation.
Yeah,
is what they tell. Yeah. So I think honestly, I would have preferred to see either one of those. I would have preferred to see Crimson Typhoon and Leatherback than Gypsy Danger or Striker Eureka. That's just my personal opinion. I think those would have made better statues than the 2 they picked.
I think another cool statue would be the other Category 4 that came out. Right
the one with the way
swimming the fastest on record.
Yeah, that
looked like a crocodile.
Yeah, that would have been a good one. The one that flew and slammed him into the. Do you want the last one they fought?
No, I'm talking about one that came out. The one that came with Slaughter.
That would have been a good one. Yeah, actually, that would have been a good one.
Where its neck opened up.
Yeah, that actually would have been a very good one
cool
too.
To see the LEDs in that too.
Oh man, it would have been.
But when it comes down to like Slaughter, you would have to throw the Category 5 into the
right, and I think that's the main reason why they made him a statue because he was the only Category 5
and he was the
in the
baddest
movie.
One out of all of them.
Yeah, because let's be honest, if he had been in the beginning, they would have never made it to the breach.
They wouldn't.
Yeah. So I like this one, man. I really love the texture of the skin too, man. As far as that reptilian look and the scales,
it almost
on the back and the legs.
It reminds me a lot of like an alligator or a crocodile.
Oh yes, I agree. Yeah, especially the tail
or a snake.
No, actually, I think it's
with the right here, like the underbelly of a snake.
Talking about right there on his leg.
On his leg.
Yeah, but I think the tail. With the scale pattern and everything like that, even his legs, I think that actually looks more like a crocodile or alligator than anything else. Go ahead.
Especially on his back.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, so for me, I think the tail is what sets off the crocodilian look.
Yeah.
More than anything else. So yeah, that's where I actually, You know what? I actually really enjoy the base too.
Yeah.
As far as the stony base, they did a really good job on the stony base.
And the cool thing too that they put in is right next to those heat vents that they melted the rock. I thought that was a cool thing.
Yes. You can see that.
Yeah, you can see that the rock looks a little melted and charred.
Right. So this one actually, like I said, this is actually my second pick as far as the best ones out of all the Pacific Rim, the 4 Pacific Rim statues they built and produced through Sideshow. Night Fair, like I said, is my favorite one. I don't know why, but it is.
It's probably the simplicity of it.
It's simplicity, yeah, I think so too.
And just its presence.
Yeah, and I think it has a bigger presence than Slattern, especially with the base, with the water effect, and the turtle-like skin that you were mentioning in that review. Yeah. So I think that one is my favorite one for those reasons.
Now, what do you think you say? What about his face?
His face is perfect. Like his face is.
What do you think it resembles? Almost like a hammerhead.
Yes, a hammerhead shark. Yes, I think that's what it resembles.
Something else.
You know what would be crazy? Actually, it's a hammerhead shark mixed with wood. That's what I get from that. Yeah. From the head and everything like that. I think
like a petrified wood.
Yes, yeah. I think that's what it kind of resembles, right? For me, anyway. I think that's what it kind of resembles.
It's like a petrified kind of wood, right? It's basically a rock.
Right. And like I said, to me, I think this is one of Sideshow's best releases. Yeah. Like I know there's a lot more detailed statues that come out from Sideshow, but I think this is actually, as far as a simulation of movement in the statue, as far as a simulation of him, the pose, simulating him being underwater, the light up base, the reptilian look, and the paint application. I think this is actually one of Sideshow's best releases, and I'm surprised it doesn't get as much love as it should, as I think it should.
There's another thing that was really risky that they did, but they did it and they did it well. Was this application of this baby blue? That's
even on the tentacles. Yep.
You know, that's a really risky thing to do when it comes to these darker grays,
especially
in the tan.
Which everybody, of course, like our new format. What we're going to do is I'm going to release close-ups of it at the end of the video. If you want to see close-ups of it, get real detailed look. Yeah. At the end of the video is when I'll do that. But you're right, because they could have really messed that up on the paint application.
It's really risky, and they did it very well.
Yeah, especially in between each
of the scales.
Yeah, in between each scale on the back, it did a really good job of the blue outline.
I think maybe it got a little muddy here on the tentacles,
and I agree with that. That's
minor.
That's minor. And honestly,
that's really just us being picky.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you, there's really not anything you can complain about on this statue.
I mean, it's just a good statue.
Yeah, like I said, the base is well done. The pose, the statue. Yeah, exactly. It's got a lot of weight to it. This thing weighs at least about, I'd say at least 10 to 15 pounds, easy. So I think this is actually a really well done base, pose, statue. The light up eyes and mouth on Slattern. This is actually, for me, one of their best releases.
And I think they did a really good job too on his nails.
I agree. You know, not too sharp, but thick for the size of
some damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't go through metal.
They're sharp but thick at the same time.
Yeah, and you can see how strong he is. But I mean, you know, you see his arms, and you can see how if he grabbed something that was metal, it would just crush it.
Right. You can see the muscle details and everything. Like I said, man, this is one of their best statues.
Yeah. You know, I think the only thing that I wish they could have done, since, you know, he is an underwater predator, I wish they would have webbed his fingers.
Now then I can agree with
that. But then I think that's more along the creator of the
Guillermo, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's more like a hit.
And honestly, but you know what? If you think about it, far as it being more like a crocodile, crocodiles' feet aren't webbed, but their tails are what propels them through the water. And that's where his tail comes in, as far as that reptilian and look and everything. I think that's probably why.
It's actually, there's 3 parts to his tail.
Right.
I didn't even really think about that. That's a good point.
And I think that's why I think it's really not necessary to web his feet, because the tail would be what propels him through the water.
Propels him. See? Yeah, there's 3 parts to the tail. Yeah, you're right. That's absolutely, and the tentacles too.
Yeah.
God.
So there's already a lot of propulsion without the need for webbing his fingers or toes. So yeah. So, like I said, everybody, this is one of my favorite statues in my collection. I know I say that a few times before, but this is one of my favorites.
Well, when you have a big collection, there's a lot of favorites.
Like, I'll honestly say that my favorite in my collection is Mellavestros. That's my shining.
As to where detail?
Yeah, as far as detail and everything, and just the unique look of it, Mellavestros has been my favorite piece as far as coming from Sideshow. That's my favorite piece. That's no contest.
I think Cleopsis is a really good statue also.
Now, everybody, what I want to try and do, I released some earlier videos for our statue reviews and everything. They weren't as well done as the ones we have now. So what I may do is release, re-review them, especially with Anubis here, to have a second opinion on some of those, like Pinhead, Cleopsis, just some of the older ones I reviewed. I want to have a second opinion on them, so I may review those again with Anubis. So just giving y'all a heads up. So I don't want y'all to think I'm double dipping as far as views or anything like that. No, I just want a second opinion, and I don't think the quality was as good as it is as my most recent videos. So I kind of want to give them a second chance and review them again.
Editing skills have really improved.
Yeah, so that's the only reason why I may want to do them again. So just give you a heads up. I'm not double dipping. It's a legitimate reason why. But overall, this is, for me, one of Sideshow's best releases. And I'm amazed it does not get the love that it deserves from people when I see statues.
I think maybe it's because a lot of people, maybe it's because they're not big fans of Pacific Rim.
And that may be why. And I can understand that, but I still think it deserves more love than it got.
It's really hard to want to throw down so much for a movie that you like it, but you're not like, we love it.
Right, I love it, yeah.
We love the movie. We get the Blu-rays, the special editions, all that stuff. And, for somebody to be like, oh, well, I like the movie, I like the statue, but, I'm not really going to throw down that much money.
Because I think at the time it came out, it was like $5.99 or
$600.
Yeah, it's a lot for a statue.
For a movie statue that's just going to decay, for a movie that's going to decay.
And especially for one that many people may not know much about. And I can understand that. And I got this on eBay, and actually I got it for a cheaper price than I actually would have gotten it on Sideshow. So these didn't actually carry a lot. Their value actually
didn't carry.
The depreciation value didn't go up.
Well,
which I don't buy statues for that. I buy statues because I love them.
Right.
And I love the art.
They look cool.
And exactly. I don't buy them for the value. I buy them because I love the art and they're cool and it's a good statue.
Yeah. I mean you can tell a good statue from a good statue and a bad statue.
Right. I've got one down there and I'm just gonna
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I got one down there. But anyways. But this one is, for me, one of Sideshow Collectibles' best releases, and I think
maybe it's because they took a risk with it.
And I think so, because going with a movie franchise that may not carry the test of time, so it is a risk,
especially with CG.
Right,
so
exactly.
CG heavy.
Right. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed our review. I would recommend picking this one up if you're a fan of Pacific Rim. Or just a fan of
monsters.
Exact monsters and good looking statues. This is a well-worthy purchase. It's easy to find on eBay. You probably can get it actually cheaper than what you would have paid for it on Sideshow. So if I make a recommendation, please pick this up. Well-worthy purchase.
Yep.
So that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Send comments.
Yes. Hit that bell notification button so you can get notified of our new releases. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
We thank you for joining us. This is Kraken Hunters. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.